The birth of the 27 true runes. In the beginning, there was darkness, and darkness lived for eons in a rift in time. Eventually, having suffered in solitude for so long, darkness shed a tear. For this tear were born two brothers, Sword and Shield. Sword bragged that he could cut anything to pieces, and to that Shield answered that nothing could ever harm him. And so, the two fought. Their battle raged for 7 days and 7 nights. Sword tore apart Shield. Shield shattered Sword. The fragments of Sword rained down and formed the sky. The fragments of Shield rained down and formed the earth. The sparks from their battle became the stars, and the 27 jewels that adorned Sword and Shield were turned into the 27 true runes, and so the world began. Ancient teachings. Runes can sometimes give men great power, the greatest of all being magic. Each rune contains 4 magical powers, and grant its bearer the use of 4 spells. Such is the law of the runes. But in ancient times, the great magician Crowley found a way to surpass this law and use even more powerful magic. Unite to souls, unite to runes, and release their most potent power. This will grant you even greater magic. To unite to souls simply means that 2 magic users must cast spells at the same time. To unite to runes means pairing a rune with its complement, fire with earth, earth with wind, wind with water, water with lightning, and lightning with fire. And their most potent power means using the rune's strongest spells. When these conditions are met, immensely powerful runic magic will be unleashed. The art of war. Success in battle begins with understanding the moves your opponent will make. Soldiers best arrows, arrows best magic, and magic best soldiers. Thus, he who knows his opponent's next move will naturally gain the upper hand. In order to do this, the use of ninja is essential. Therefore, one should enlist as many ninja allies as possible. Enemy movements follow a set number of patterns, and understanding them is a shortcut to victory. If your opponent's forces contain no magic users, choose charge attacks. Betrayal is most effective when your own numbers are low and enemy numbers are high. When the enemy has been reduced to a few, turn to bow attacks. When your forces are great, use soldiers and arrows. When you are few in number, magic is effective. The only way to increase your forces is to seek and recruit allies. Aside from that, all that remains is training. The Dragon Knights. The Order of the Dragon Knights is led by Joshua Levenheit, who is renowned as the bearer of the Dragon Rune. Under his command are 36 Dragon Knights, 17 esquires, and 6 pages. The children of the Dragon Knights are raised in the fortress from a tender age. Once each year, they partake in the hatching ceremony, and those who are able to form a bond with a dragon are permitted to become Dragon Knights. If a child is unable to form a bond with a dragon by the age of 6, that child shall never become a Dragon Knight. The bond between a dragon and its master is very strong. Dragons have far longer lifespans than humans, but when a Dragon Knight dies, his or her dragon will take its own life out of sheer sorrow. Conversely, if the dragon should die first, no matter the reason, its master loses his or her status as a Dragon Knight and must leave the knighthood. Craftsman Chronicles. Mace, master blacksmith. A stubborn man, but he will do anything for his apprentices. Tesla, scrivener, residing in Anti, highly skilled. Jen, diligent and strong-willed shipwright. He works in T-Iron, Templeton, cartographer. Whenever a change occurs somewhere, He is certain to appear there in order to ensure the accuracy of his maps. Kimberly, ostensibly a stamp maker, but behind the scenes, Sergei, struggling inventor, said to currently be in the town of Kaku, Antonio, lives hidden away in the village of Seika, but is a talented cook. Lester Cook, who specializes in stews, said to currently be in the town of Kirov. Hugo works as a librarian at Klon Temple. Casillos, wandering minstrel. Enamored with Milik, she now sings as his personal bard. Jabba, sharp-eyed appraiser. A proud man, he claims that there is nothing he cannot appraise. Kamondal, renowned alchemist from the town of Tiyon. Imperial Guard, blacklist. The following list, compiled by the Imperial Guard, describes potentially dangerous individuals who may harbor ill intentions towards the Empire. Clive, seemingly on the trail of someone with the intent of exacting revenge. He owns a weapon known as a gun that is able to shoot fire. Reports indicate that he is occasionally sighted at a tavern in the town of Premier Lamore, also known as Rickon. Kreutz served under former Emperor Geil Rubner. His location was unknown for a long time, but it is now clear that he is being harbored by the Dragon Knights. He has crossed swords with Humphrey Mintz of the Liberation Army numerous times. Angie, a pirate operating around Lake Torin. He is old acquaintances with Taiho, a resident of the town of Kaku. Ruby, a wandering elf. She despises humans and those that are weak. Fuma, a masterless ninja, now hiding out in the Dragon Knight's domain. Fusulu, a warrior who wears a tiger mask. He is the sort of man who never forgets a favor. Pesmaga seems to be searching for Uba, the Black Knight, who serves under Lady Windy. He is often found sniffing around locations at which Sir Uba and Sir Neckalord have appeared. Antique price chart. Defective urn, 10 poch. Octopus pot, 500 poch. Flower vase, 2,500 poch. Black urn, 20,000 poch. Fine china, 60,000 poch. Hex doll, 60 poch. Japanese dish, 3,000 poch. Chinese dish, 6,000 poch. Peeing boy, 16,000 poch. Bonsai tree, 25,000 poch. Knight statue, 30,000 poch. Goddess statue, 100,000 poch. Graffiti, 100 poch. Flower painting, 7,000 poch. Lover's garden, 29,000 poch. Landscape scroll, 40,000 poch. Beauties of nature, 200,000 poch. The Kalaka tragedy. Border disputes between the Empire and the city-states of Jouston are long-running and deep-rooted. It was against this tense, ugly backdrop that the so-called Kalika incident took place. Taking advantage of civil strife within the Empire, Jouston invaded from the north, occupying as far as the village of Kalika. However, the city-states received word that Barbarossa had ended the conflict and started north with his army. The forces of Jouston retreated, and when the vanguard of the Imperial Army arrived in Karuka, they found the village burned to the ground, its residents slaughtered. One of the members of the vanguard was the Centurion Humphrey Mintz, who cut down their leader and then disappeared. The reason for this is unknown. Imperial Army strategist Leon Silverberg did not hide this terrible incident from the Empire's troops. Despite their exhaustion after the long march north, they were deeply enraged by the news. With renewed vigor, they succeeded in driving back the city-states' forces